Good morning, Mr. Toastmaster. Good morning to fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. I'm going to take one deep breath. This is the breath that I started out with when I was first born. And as a young baby, I don't remember things very well. But I have searched out many books about how babies think and feel. And they suggest that babies come out with almost a clean slate, that they get hungry, they get cold, they get tired. They have a feeling of experiencing. So there is experiencing touch. Anyway, as this baby grew, which was me, I was very well protected. I came from a isolation type family. I didn't play with other kids. So when I went out into the field, you might say, of life, and started to associate with other kids, teachers, and doctors, lawyers, and even chiefs, you might say, I was overwhelmed. So I experienced fear, total, unabated fear. The way I handled this fear was to become invisible. So I hung back in the backs of classes, didn't sit in the front row, did not open up conversations, basically stood still so I wouldn't be noticed moving. And this fear stayed with me. But I learned how to overcome it, which was the invisibility, and not to put myself out there. And this helped me through my life to experience other things. Then there came a time gnawing within myself that I wanted to experience something different, aspire to something that was inside and wanted to get out. And I didn't know how, because I didn't associate with people. I didn't have close relationships, not even with my family. So I went to books and seminars. I went to gurus. I went to fortune tellers. I went everywhere trying to find that one thing that was gnawing at me. And before I go anymore, I just wanted to say, if you've noticed, I don't have any shoes. And I wanted to express the reason I don't have any shoes is because of that fear. I still have it, and because I went to my closet and I don't dress up very often, so I have black shoes, so I got a pair of shoes. And if you could see, the heels are different. And this means that I was just shutting everything out, grabbed 2 black shoes. Now back to me finding things. I was in search of, and this took years. This journey of mine, I had to become very patient, but I wasn't. So I did a lot of misjudging and a lot of choices that were not really healthy for me. So it was about 20 years ago I came to Santa Barbara. This is like a vortex here, because when I came to Santa Barbara, all of a sudden I found more books. All of a sudden I found these seminars and people that I could associate with, not closely, but associate with periodically. So, and I start, instead of searching and looking for, I was starting to be a finder. And I started to find all these little gems of psychology, of spirituality, of just inner relationships with human beings. And I went from this book, still doing the books, still doing the seminars. And then when I started to find, which maybe was about 7 years ago, things started to become clearer to me. I was starting to, instead of eating a whole chocolate cake, I would start and just eat one small piece. That was how I covered up the pain of all this fear. So I stopped eating the chocolate cake, and I proceeded to cover it up with television. So I was covering up a lot of things. My little ego didn't really want to come out and learn and be up front. Still was in that fear. Then I'd say about 7 years ago, I started finding. And what I found was that I was on a journey, and I was accumulating that journey, and I was finding my authentic self. And as that first breath, when I came out, I was now taking breathing very seriously, and this was helping me find what I needed for the rest of my journey. So I came to Toastmasters through one of your honored Toastmasters, and I saw a niche, and I knew I was safe here. And that has a lot to do with fear. In other words, if you find a safe place, you don't have the fear. You kind of leave it at the door. So here's a place where I can grow and start seeing my authentic self grow and blossom and bloom. And every time I say "and," I get pissed. But you know what? That's okay. That is really okay, because you know what? Everybody says "and" at what time in their life. And I take things too seriously. So I have joined a club where I don't have to take things seriously. Where I can sit here and I see wonderful people in front of me that are going to teach me how to find more about that authentic self that I am. You know, and that's the excitement of being here with you all, and that's where I'm going to get over the stumbling with my fear of speaking. So you have come into my life, and I appreciate you all. And I find such beautiful little personalities, but you're all in the same area where I come from. So I want to thank you very much, and I appreciate your attention. Thank you.